If you are stuck with your weight, then I really want to encourage you to learn how to use the 36-hour fast, how to sprinkle it in maybe once a month, maybe once a quarter, to really keep your metabolism up and force your body to burn fat for energy. Dr. Mindy here, and on this video, I am going to go through the 6 types of fasting that I recommend everybody use. And if you're new to my channel, I just want to say welcome. I'm a woman on a mission to get 1 million people here this year learning to fast. A lot of you guys are getting familiar with intermittent fasting. I want you to get familiar with these 6 different fasts because fasting heals your body like no tool I have ever seen. And it's free. It doesn't take time. All it takes is knowledge, and that's what I'm doing here on this channel, is providing you that knowledge. And those of you that share these videos, again, you rock. We're all in this together. We can get out of chronic disease by teaching the world how to fast. So I'm so super grateful for you. Okay, this is the most common question I get, literally. Whenever I get on a podcast interview, when I'm interviewed on TV, everybody wants to know, tell me the different types of fasts I should be doing. Intermittent fasting has taken the world by storm, but there is more to the fasting story than just intermittent fasting. So I'm going to walk through these 6 fasts with you, and I'm going to go through the highlights of why you would want to lean into these different types of fasts. So fasting number 1 is the one we all love, intermittent fasting. When I say intermittent fasting, I look at 13 to 15 hours without food. You can have your coffee, you can have your tea, you can have your MCT oil and your butter in your coffee. You can do all of that, but it's 13 to 15 hours without food. Why would you want to do this fast? This is where we start to move the needle and bring you over to the fat burner energy system. If all you're doing is eating all day, you've never accessed the fat burning energy system. So we start to move you over here and get you into this fat burning system with intermittent fasting. We also know that intermittent fasting will improve growth hormone, which slows the aging process and helps you burn fat. We know it improves testosterone, which is going to help with libido, muscle, motivation. So we also know that it starts to bring insulin down. It'll help you regulate glucose. And with intermittent fasting, usually as you make this shift, you start to make ketones. And ketones will go up into the brain and they'll start to heal your brain, and they will knock off or kill the hunger hormone. So we love intermittent fasting. It's a great foundational fast. Okay, fast number 2. Now you'll see all of these are timed fasts. I'm going in the order of the time. So the second one is autophagy fasting. And this autophagy kicks in at 17 hours. So when you've been fasting for 17 hours, the cells look around and they go, okay, no food's coming. Blood sugar's not raising, so I'm going to start to become a more efficient cell. So the intelligence in the cell will start to repair itself so it can function better. If that cell is going to be a cancer cell, then what will happen is it will actually create something called apoptosis, where it will kill that cell and get rid of it. So we love autophagy fasting because of the ability for the cells to start to self-repair. The other thing that we love about autophagy is that there are certain areas in the body that are very highly susceptible to autophagy, like the brain, your testes, ovaries. These organs really respond well to autophagy. So we can help things like dementia and Alzheimer's and memory loss using autophagy. We can start to balance menopausal symptoms and andropause. We don't talk about andropause enough, but as men are aging, testosterone levels go down. So we love autophagy fasting because of its impact on the brain and on hormonal health. Okay, fast number 3 is what I call the gut reset fast. And why I give it this name is because of the benefits that will happen when you fast for 24 hours. So if you want to reset your gut, you're going to want to fast for 24 hours. This is not OMAD. OMAD is usually 18 hours, and people shorten their little eating window. This is legitimately going 24 hours without food. The research shows that it'll reboot the intestinal stem cells, and this is why I call it the gut reset fast. It's fabulous for those of you that have any autoimmune conditions, anybody who's got SIBO, parasites, candida. If you're missing neurotransmitters like dopamine, or GABA, if you want to start to create a more of a healing, like a leaky gut and get your immune system going in a stronger way, then you're going to want to do the gut reset fast. And that happens at 24 hours. We also have some great research showing that at 24 hours, you change the microbiome so dramatically in the gut, it can start to lower blood pressure. And I've done a lot of videos on blood pressure and fasting, and the research on that, so go watch those videos. Okay, number 4 is what I love calling the fat burner fast. This is at 36 hours. What happens is it's enough time without food that you force your body to go find the excess it stored years ago. This is excess glucose, this is excess hormones, the excess toxins. If you are stuck with your weight, then I really want to encourage you to learn how to use the 36-hour fast, how to sprinkle it in maybe once a month, maybe once a quarter, to really keep your metabolism up and force your body to burn fat for energy. Okay, number 5, this is again one of my favorite. It's called the happiness fast. And at 48 hours of fasting, you literally reset all your dopamine receptor sites in your brain. You create new neural pathways for dopamine. You create new receptors for dopamine. If you are aging and you feel like you just don't experience joy enough anymore, I highly recommend that you go on the 48-hour fast, because although it may not feel like dopamine's resetting during that time, when you go back to food, you're going to see that you're going to take in those happy moments in much more of a neurochemical level. So if you're struggling with joy, I love the happiness fast at 48 hours to reset those dopamine pathways. If you want to take it to another level, you could even get off social media and things like that. You could stop watching so much Netflix, binge watching those Netflix series. That would enhance your body's ability to reset its dopamine pathways. The other thing that we know about the 48-hour fast is that there's research showing that it will slow down the aging process. That at 48 hours of fasting, the Krebs cycle, the cycle that spits out energy for our cells, it actually will start to put out antioxidants that slow the aging process down. So we kill 2 birds with 1 stone. We slow aging down and we improve your happiness levels. I don't know anything better than that. And then the last one is the world famous 3-day water fast. I call it the immune fast, or the immune system, or the immune reset fast, however you want to look at it. But when I think 3 days, I think immunity. This was the fast that was made very popular by Walter Longo. And Walter Longo found that after 3 days, 72 hours of fasting, that old white blood cells would actually slough off and new white blood cells would reappear. He saw this in cancer patients. So it's fabulous for resetting your immune system. We also know that at the 72-hour mark that you will increase stem cell production. So you guys have heard my Achilles tendon story. A lot of you have used this 72-hour fast to be able to heal musculoskeletal injuries. It is an incredible fast to amp up the healing because of the stem cell production. Stem cells are cells that can go anywhere in your body and repair any old aging cell and make them new again. A little bit like waving a magic wand. So there you go. Those are the 6 fasts. If I went too fast for you and you're like, oh, I don't know which one to do, then I really encourage you to get my free fasting cheat sheet. It's called the 6 Styles of Fasting Cheat Sheet. And if you just put cheat sheet in the comments, then my team will come in with a link and make sure you got the cheat sheet. and it'll just map out everything that I just said. It's a good little go-to guide when you're like, what fast should I do? You can ask yourself what effect you're trying to create, and you can grab it from the cheat sheet. And those of you that want to lose weight, I know this is a big motivating factor for a lot of us. If you want to lose weight, go check out the video I did on what fast should I do to lose weight. And I'd love to know in the comments, which of those 6 is your favorite and why? I love seeing your guys' comments, so put it in there. I'll be in there watching. My team will be in there supporting you. And as always, you're the miracle, and fasting is going to show you exactly that.